Yeah. Why, hello there. Welcome to Ep.2 of the second season of Flop Culture. You already know who I am. And everybody should remember my best friend Dags.
I would. I'd remember me. I'm a cool guy.
I happen to think you're a pretty cool guy.
I'd remember. You don't even like
Let
South
me,
Park, but that's still funny.
It's still funny.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't even like it, but it's still funny.
No, they have their moments. I'll give them that. It's just I don't personally. We've been over this. It's the animation of.
No, I get it. I
It's
know
the
you
animation.
appreciate their humor because
Yeah.
Dude, they were like buds with the Unholy Trio or the Holy Trio. What do
Yeah.
you call it? You know?
They're the best friends with Rush. They
Right.
did the animations for the last two tours. It's like, oh, come on, man. I do.
I did love those intros from a lot of the live stuff you've been like telling me to check out. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
those little intros they do. Those are so funny.
Dude, they're the best. Like I said, they're so underratedly funny is what sucks. Like they're such a funny group.
I had to get help. When you were like, I don't get done boot scooting until like 9. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, I can't do that.
I should give some context here. Boot scooting, I play in a country group formerly called Adam Parker Band, which is now known as Adam Parker and the Bourbon Cowboys. I'm one of the Bourbon Cowboys.
That is much better. I do like that.
I love it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
a huge fan.
That's what y'all decided on?
Yeah.
I like
that
it.
is.
I know you've been telling me that y'all been talking about changing it or whatever.
That is
I like
officially the name.
Bourbon Cowboy.
Oh, dude, I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. I think it's great.
You need to cut the chin hair and just rock just like a cowboy mustache, man.
Off. Okay, so this was
like change subject.
This was gonna be this shit was gonna be saved for later, but Dags brings it right to the forefront. Oh, sorry. It will come back.
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
No, it'll come back to it. That's fine.
No, that's a good transition. Go for it.
I gotta hit before we do it. I gotta hit Band of the Day because that's always our first segment. And Band of the Day for this episode is Choir Boy. I'm gonna let you do it every time.
No, don't ever let me do that again.
It's Choir Boy.
Give him an album and a song.
Well, thankfully they don't really have but the one album, which is called Passive with Desire.
I wonder if I could get away with like doing like a 5-second clip of it.
Ooh, if you can, Blood Moon is my jam. If you can get the chorus of Blood Moon, that is bumping. Let me see what Daddy can do. While Daddy looks that up, Choir Boy, unless you like 80s sounding bands, you don't have to go listen to them. I personally think they're really great. They're original. They're doing some very cool stuff, which I love. And I know that's oxymoronic saying they're doing some really cool original stuff and they sound exactly like the 80s. But
is there anything really original? Like
No.
Really original? I'm going to talk with my hands for a second. Is there anything that's really original anymore?
Unless you're super pretentious, no. There is nothing left that is 100% purely original that doesn't sound like shit. That's just how it is, man. But no, Choir Boy, they're great. I don't even remember exactly. I want to say it was the guitar player Bo from Harm's Way.
That's all I could get in there. I gave you like 2 seconds while you were talking. They got 2 seconds of Choir Boy while you were talking.
That's cool. That loops back around, but we'll come back to that towards the end of the episode. We've got some cool news that we want to bring up. And we'll, like I said, we'll touch at that at the end. But Bo shared, he was at one of their concerts, like in Chicago, and just said how much Choir Boy rocks. And I was like, well, I want to go look him up. Then I heard him, and I was like, dude, this is straight 80s. I love this.
That's kind of how I felt when I heard the Midnight the first time. Look, they're kind of in the same vein in a way.
Yeah, very
similar.
similar.
I've listened to the Midnight. We've rocked them together. I've forced you to listen to them while we drive down the road.
And I love them. They're great.
And let's be honest, everybody loves being the driver in the car because it's like, hey, you want to go down the road with me so I can force you to listen to what I like?
And I'm sorry, I'm going to preface that as well. You're going to see me munch during this because I got off work.
We're full-time people.
Wednesdays, because we're essential, baby. But when I get off work, Wednesdays, it's band rehearsal. And then once band rehearsal is finished, I basically have the choice of come home and cook or eat, sleep for dinner. So I eat just whatever I feel like getting in a drive-thru, which drive-thru, Dags and I are essential boys.
Yeah.
And because we're essential, we what have we been living off of for? Well, maybe more so, probably more so me on that sliver because you got Tiff.
Well, before we go further, anybody that's watching, I want you to comment in here. I mean, even though I know West Virginia, Monday they kind of opened back up some stuff, some things are open.
Yeah,
partially or whatever like that. While we've been on lockdown, what have you been surviving on? Have you been brave enough to get drive-through and stuff, or go anywhere, or have you been packing at home? Because this boy has just been living off drive-through, which is terrible.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
Sorry,
dude. That's what we're left with. With the exception of what I did tonight, I will say I am trying to make a concerted effort during this time period. I don't want to constantly bring business to people like, McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff because they're going to be fine. I am, however, trying to eat some local businesses, some local restaurants.
Wait, you're trying to eat the local bit, the whole business, the whole
business.
You're just gonna go and give me that napkin dispenser.
And then I'm gonna need some utensils to eat with. No, I want to eat the utensils.
Excuse me, I'm using the siding of this building. Can I?
Because I'm about to munch it.
Bring me a tool shed, or I am hungry.
I try to hit some places. Here recently, I've been doing the Bucket a lot. They got some banging wings.
Lindsay said she does DoorDash when the air app's working.
Who does?
Lindsay. She's commenting. Your homie. Was that buckwheat? Is that the buckwheat? Hello?
That was buckwheat.
Yeah, I know my rascals. No, I just know.
I'm gonna hit it with well, it's not $1, but I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Hey.
Inside jokes.
It's a Friday.
They don't make for good podcasting.
But, no, the Bucket's great. I look like such a fucking asshole. I'm eating and I'm talking with my mouth full. Yeah, Dax, take over.
Is the piggy full? Is he full?
He's getting there.
No, but since we've been living off the drive-thru, I gotta ask the ultimate question: what's the best chicken sandwich? I feel like my go-to here lately has been chicken sandwiches. I don't know why. Normally I'm a burger guy, but here lately it's been chicken sandwiches. So I've been comparing and contrasting Wendy's chicken to Burger King's chicken, which I'm going to go and stop right there. Burger King, inferior chicken.
Is it bad?
Inferior chicken.
I've never had their chicken.
You know who does have a surprisingly good chicken sandwich? And don't sleep on it. Arby's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but they just have this, was it chicken bacon Swiss with some kind of it tastes like caramel sauce from KFC or something like that. It's
wow.
wicked.
I've never had it.
God's chicken. That's what John
I'm assuming. So Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
My go-to for chicken, and we were talking about this because I just munched on one. Hardee's spicy chicken in that $5 box or whatever, which it's no longer $5. They bumped it up to $6.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you, Lindsay. Chick-fil-A is not the best. Sorry.
It's not.
It's dry.
I don't. Now I
dry.
will say, I'm gonna give the devil's advocate credit here because their spicy chicken is banging. So I will say their spicy chicken's good. And I know you like spicy chicken, Dag, so you should try it.
It's not. I have, man. It's too dry.
You don't like it at all?
It's just dry. It's the meat, man. The meat just tastes dry.
Yeah, man. I don't even like Chick-fil-A.
I don't think it's trying to kill me enough. Is the problem with it? Like when I bite into it, I don't feel, clogging of the arteries or anything like that. So I'm just
sure. No, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, if I'm going for fast food, I really want to feel years coming off of my life if I'm doing it.
I will fight you over this chicken, Lindsay. You're wrong. Wendy's has the best chicken sandwich, hands down.
Man, I don't honestly know who my go-to chicken sandwich, and I guess you got to specify if it's spicy or if it's just their chicken.
Well, I mean, typically, if I'm going to be like, I'm going to get a chicken sandwich, it's a spicy one, but
yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I change it up and go home style. Get a little ranch on it, and make that inner white boy so happy.
You know who else's chicken sandwich I know Dags has been known to frequent whenever we do bro lunches? You like McDonald's, that buttermilk one?
Oh, that's just because their burgers are trash.
Oh. He says that knowing I get a burger almost every time we go to McDonald's.
I get the burger smart too. I'm just more of a chicken sandwich guy. I don't
you really do rock the chicken sandwich most everywhere we go.
I've been like that since I was a kid, man.
That's okay.
Man, we really got like far off into the. I didn't think we were going to cover food that much. When we were like, yeah, we can talk about lunch a little bit. I was like, we really went into it.
That's part of our dichotomy, man. Like I go for the burgers.
Part two, then. Best fries.
Best fries?
I've asked this question to people all the time, and we never land on the same page ever.
Man, that's a toss-up between. Shit, that is tough. I love Arby's for curly fries, but I'd say my gut tells me my go-to favorite fry is probably Rally's.
Really? See, it's.
Oh, I love Rally's fries, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like every person I've ever asked that, some of my coworkers, one of the first guys I asked, he was instantly just Burger King. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, for the
Burger
crunch,
King?
Man. He was like, for the crunch, man. Their fries are crunchier, and I was like, okay.
Their fries are shit. I don't want shit fries, man. Like I can't stand Burger King almost entirely as a restaurant, let alone.
I can't stand the Burger King or his damn kingdom.
No, that's the fucking burger queef, baby. I don't want that. I don't want the only thing I want from Burger King literally is breakfast, and that's the croissant sandwich.
Yeah, that croissant, like
that's banging, son. I don't care.
I don't know why other places aren't ripping off like croissant sandwich. I mean, I guess they are now. Maybe I don't know. I don't really do.
You know what?
Places,
so. Since we're still on food, I am going to plug them because a lot of people give me shit for them like all the time. Sheets, dude, takes everything other places do regularly and somehow makes it better. They took the croissant sandwich and did their own, and it's incredible. What's another thing that they do actually better than a lot of other places? Oh, dude, by the way, they have curly fries now.
Really?
And they're good as hell. Yeah, they're really good. I was surprised. But yeah, dude, they were banging. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna keep plugging food. I think Dags and I have been.
I'm gonna plug a little bit of food.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Give me just a second here. I'm trying to.
While you plug the food,
I'm
gonna eat it. You mean me eating it isn't setting the mood for food?
No, keep eating. This is perfect.
Oh yeah, that's a fry, all right. And this is cherry Coke.
You drink that Coke.
Yeah, that's it. That is the stuff. What did you put, by the way? Did you do something already?
Yeah. You were eating and saying, "Oh yeah," to some really romantic saxophone music. Because I'm gonna plug a little bit. They're not open right now, but when they're open, and you have the chance, I'm gonna have to ask you to go on down to Charleston and get yourself a super weenie.
Really? Oh yeah, you talked about them a lot.
Them shits is delicious.
Though, didn't we talk about this though? The hot dogs, they don't do shitty hot dogs, right?
No, dude, like it's awesome. Like they actually have. Oh, I just touched my face. Oh no!
Well, you're gonna die now.
I know, right? Sorry, I screamed.
I've been touching my face this whole time.
Oh my god! But yeah, no, like they actually have like imported like bratwurst and stuff like from Germany. It's really good. Like,
oh wow,
really cool stuff. They have like your typical, you know, Nathan's dogs and stuff like that they doctor up the way. I did it again. That they're, you know, doctored up the way a good old West Virginia boy or girl wants it. Chili slaw and onions and mustard and some of you weirdos put relish on it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people do it though, man. I'm not into that stuff.
I don't have anything wrong with relish. It just doesn't belong on a hot dog.
Hey, man, I have an idea.
Yeah.
So I saw a post online the other day, and I thought this would be a good talking topic. And I'm gonna call it like I'm gonna maybe make this, I don't know, a segment. No, probably not. It's just a talking topic. So somebody posted. I think Brandon Ray posted it. We're new friends on Facebook. We've never really met formally. So hey, Dan.
I don't think I have either, but thank you.
But he posts cool. He posts cool stuff, and I like him. So
yeah, for sure.
You're good people. Anyway, he posted. You know, what's a popular band that you're into, or that you're not into that like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
And I posted typo negative, and I just got like cry faces and sad faces for me. Yeah, like that. Like I just
including your own best friend who was like, "Dang, why?"
I'm not bad mouthing them. I'm not saying like, "Listen here, that's trash, terrible." No, it's just I don't know. I'm just not into. Except I don't want to. What is it? I don't want to be me or something like that.
Yeah,
that's a wicked song. And I'm actually thought about covering that for the Flop Culture page. Like we're going to put music and stuff on here later too, because I mean that's what I mean. For anybody that doesn't know me, I mean if you know Josh, you already know Josh plays music. But if you don't really know me, I like to play guitar, and I've been trying to like be like a little music producer in my bedroom for years and shit. And I'm finally getting decent at it, so I'm wanting to put it out there. So I might actually cover that because I actually like was listening to some typo stuff, and I was just like, this one's good.
Yeah.
Just,
that's
now here's a fun one. This would be another one that I wouldn't like, but for some reason last summer, I think it's from just hanging out with you too much, I got into him, but I couldn't stand him for the longest time, and it was for like the dumbest reason. But it was Stone Temple Pilots. I hated them forever. Forever, man.
Love STP, man.
I was just like, I hate this band. I was like, it's just, why isn't it Nirvana?
I knew you'd end up coming around to STP because A, I know you, but B, I know music that you like that's similar, not necessarily directly to STP, but bands that you like that are similar and or influenced by STP. Yeah. So I knew you'd eventually come around, but no, I understand.
Well, I think it's just because like my younger me and some of my older me sometimes was just a little jerk. I just refused to get into it. Like I like what I like, and I just wouldn't take influence from other people. Like I had to get it. I had to get it on like my own. Like I had to discover myself. I couldn't let you show it to me. It's just wasn't the way. It was. Yeah, I don't recommend being like that. Listen to your friends. It's fun.
Yeah, it comes around.
It has its moments.
I guess for me, that's popular.
Oh, that's easy.
That Nirvana. Oh well, yeah, you're right, Nirvana.
Okay, I was gonna say you said that to me one day, and I gave you like the.
I was gonna say that or Aerosmith. I hate the both of them, and they're both popular.
Back in the saddle again.
Prime example of why I hate him, because Steven Tyler's a piece of shit.
But that song. That's like the only song I really like by them. Is like that. I love that song.
Very seldom will I shit on an entire band. Like to meet that criteria of you're just totally a wash for me, you have to have not a single song that I like. And every Aerosmith song I've ever heard is garbage. I can't stand it.
Them strong words.
Same goes for Nirvana. I don't love Nirvana. I don't hate. Okay, so there's a good segue. I don't hate Nirvana. I just do not love them, and I don't like their music, but I don't hate them like I actively hate. Like, I go out of my way to hate Aerosmith. They're terrible.
Sounds like to me you're just trying to spare my feelings.
No, you fuck me, man. You know I'm not. If it's something that like I gotta say, it's coming out regardless of your feelings. No, I just don't.
I love you, but you're wrong.
I do love you, but I don't love. But I don't love Nirvana.
I'm
and
just
that's
not
the thing.
into the whole hey. It's just not me, man.
Oh God,
it's just not me. I just don't want to come as anything.
It's his vocals, man. Probably more so than anything.
I mean, it's better than listening to Puddle of Mud try to do it.
I was gonna say, what about that Puddle of Mud guy? He's probably worse.
Have you seen the video where they slow it down, like when he hits like the really like I need it, whatever he's doing when he hits.
I have not heard it.
It sonically slows it down, so he's just like.
Oh God, man! No, I've not heard it slowed. I've only heard it.
Look it up. Pause it. Look it up. Whatever.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. I've only unfortunately heard it in its original context of him doing it live, and it was awful.
Oh, God awful. I just love Puddle of Mud back in the day too.
Did you really?
Yeah, man. I was just like they had a few songs I was really into. I really liked that song Blurry. I thought that was wicked. They had one song like called Psycho. I liked that one. I thought it was cool.
Right. Oh fuck.
And they had that one really popular song that, for some reason, the lyrics are escaping me right now.
Oh, dude, I have no idea. I remember they were popular when we were kids, but I never listened to them.
You can't think of the song.
No.
But anyway, yeah, I liked a few of I liked a few of those things. I thought they were pretty good.
So,
I was into it.
So we've gotten into that. I'm kind of looking over my notes also, because Dags and I have a tendency to go off the rails. To bring us back in, Dags, you have, speaking of tendencies, you have a tendency to take songs that you think you know and end up combining them with other songs that you also think you know.
You're going to call me out on that on this.
And you make them into one song, and somehow it still flows. It's just wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. I do it all the time, though.
You do it with a lot of songs. I'm not going to lie.
I really do.
What's the one you do all the time?
It's the raindrops. The raindrops keep falling off my head. And I don't even know the second verse, but it's just like because you're mine. And I know that's not the song. I know it's not. But for some reason, my mind is like, hit that mind part, man. Hold it out.
That's it. This is your time to shine.
Yeah, it's just like bring it out. It's just like bring a soul out. Just do it. Just. I do that all the time, though, man. I do it with pop songs and stuff too. Like I think I know the song, but I can't think of any more right now because you put me on the spot. You kind of embarrassed me.
I know. You also take songs that you do 100% know, but in order to either make Tiff's life worse or one of our lives worse, and you'll change the lyrics entirely.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Just out of the sheer fact, probably more so than anything, out of being annoying because you can get under Tiff's skin with it.
Yeah. Another thing
which are my favorites.
Another thing I like to do that gets on her skin, and I recommend this to anybody that's married. Just
you can't even get it out.
I know, right? Just randomly, just out of nowhere, just catch him off guard and just play, oh. And then don't say anything after that. Just keep going by like your day's normal. But just, oh. I'll do it after I'm stretching or something. I'll be like, oh. And she'll look at me just like, just.
then you lost her.
Yeah,
She comes back.
It throws her off her game all the time. It's hilarious.
Yep.
Man.
She comes back. Shit.
I wonder how many people are watching this that I may have just got them in trouble with somebody. Cause like, what are you watching over there? Some weird guy like moaning, man. I'm turning this off.
Some dude's just making all sorts. Well, I don't know. Maybe your moan actually did run some people off because we're down. And that's okay.
The idea is that you can rewatch this stuff later. We're just on it live for fun. Just
right. We're doing it live because if we got an opportunity to get participation, that's great. If we don't, you can just watch this later. It's totally fine.
We'll get better eventually.
When we're not stuck in the quarantine cast, then the intention is to be able to do our videos together in the same location.
It's still going to be bad, but we're going to get better.
But it's going to look a lot better when we're in the same room because we've got better camera equipment.
That's true. But it's going to get better. And just think, if you watch early and we actually do get pretty good, you can just tag along and we'll put you in here somehow.
Yeah. And not to mention, the original auditory podcast, it started out kind of rough. I can think of one episode in particular that was recorded entirely on the MacBook's microphone, and it was a great episode. And then we get to the end of it, and Dags realized, fucking shit, I recorded that on the MacBook's mic, and we had to re-record it. That's one of my favorite episodes from the first season.
Well, I'm not great at this. I'm just, I don't want to go. We talked about this actually before. I don't want to go too much in depth because I just kind of want to keep my work life kind of separated from this.
Sure.
But
right.
For what I do a lot of stuff that involves like setups like this, and for them I do it decently, but I would like to be able to do it better. But also because I do it for work, I don't ever get to do it like this for fun. So I finally worked up the nerve to do it like this for fun because
we do
do
good,
and I don't like to put myself out there because people make fun of me. I don't like it.
No. We do good. I'm thoroughly, just after the first episode, I'm really glad we transitioned into this format. We kind of touched on it in the beginning, and I don't even remember how it got brought up. But here's one that's off the wall. And if there's anybody watching, if they got the 2 cents on it, that'd be great. Have you ever considered plastic surgery?
We have actually a lot more stuff I haven't seen that people are actually asking stuff.
Oh.
Okay, my boy Charles is saying Whataburger fries, hands down. I do got to give him to take it back.
I've never had it.
Sorry, guys, I suck at this. Whataburger's amazing, by the way. I've only had it a handful of times, but
I've watched reviews of people eating it. I've never had it.
Whataburgers. All right, Leo, y'all's greatest movie of all time opinion. Ooh.
Who asked that?
Leo, Leonard Browning.
Oh, okay.
Leo.
And what was the question? I'm sorry.
Greatest movie of all time in your opinion?
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah. First Wayne's World.
Greatest movie of all time, in my opinion, is...
I feel ahead of the game here. I had that shit like in the chamber.
Man, that's a tough one because I probably...
Pow!
I don't know if I want to go comedy or horror with it because I'm thinking, when I think of greatest movie of all time, I think of movies I've seen, like, a million times.
Sure.
Not literally a million times, but you know what I'm saying. Just seen a bunch.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But I have seen Wayne's World a bunch, so I mean, I guess it's
Yes,
kind of
you
high up
have.
there for me too.
Yep.
Damn.
It is a classic.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a horror movie out there, and I'm gonna say something I watch all the time, and I'm gonna say Friday the 13th Part 4.
Part 4. Mm-hmm. Bold statement.
Yeah, I watch that. I watch that all the time. That's probably, in my opinion, it's probably like the greatest movie of all time. Oh wait, no, I gotta take that back. I can't believe I wasn't thinking. Movie I watch all the time. I even watch it once a year, every year, to make sure I always watch it because it's just the greatest movie ever. It's just Terminator 2, T2. Oh my god, I love that movie. That's why I was like, I can't believe I forgot about it because I do like a little ritual and stuff with it. It's just like, it's T2 time.
There's so many classics though, that
it's a very opinion based question. Honestly, I can have a different answer tomorrow.
there's so many nuances to it, and when I say it's like for me, there are so many classics that kind of get overlooked. You just brought up T2. That's a prime example of one that is so classic. Probably a lot of people do forget it. For me, my favorite horror movie of all time is probably the first Hellraiser. Well, it kind of flips between Hellbound, which was the second one, and the first one.
See, now you got me thinking, because like Hellraiser, man, I probably watched that.
Oh, a billion times.
Yeah, man, like it's one of my favorites. Like
I love Hellraiser, man.
The part where the skin's in it, hey, Jesus, what? Then it's just bam.
Yeah.
Just,
bam, he's just gone.
Yeah, I know, man. You're just like,
that's a classic.
Oh.
Dude, the first one's brutal. The second one's also out there and brutal, but I don't know, man. It just depends. Also, you know what? A classic that I feel like gets overlooked because of how great it is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
That's a good movie, but like I don't know. I may not rank it up there that high, because even though I do like it, it's not something that I'm just like, oh, I gotta watch that. Or I always think you can define a good movie too by like if you catch it on like you're at your parents for the weekend going and visiting, having Sunday dinner or something, and you're they still got cable. Let's see what's on TV. You're flipping through the channels and stuff, and then you see a movie and you stop on it. And you just like put it down and you're like, I'm watching that. Yeah, I feel like that's how you can define a good movie too. Like, it doesn't matter if it's cut or like edited to where it's like there's no cursing or something like that in it. Like it's still good. Like like Die Hard, I'll watch that no matter what. Like even if it's edited because it's really funny then too. Because then it's like ho 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 mother scruncher. And you're just
I don't
yippee-ki-yay, milky cocky.
I don't know, man. For me, the reason I put The Shining up as high as I do is because I just forgot.
Nice. Well,
it's back.
It's back. It is kind of late, and we were trying to stick to the half hour, so we're already over the half hour.
Oh, are we really? Okay.
Yeah. So let's reel that shit in.
Okay. Let me finish the thought of The Shining. The reason it's so great is the book is also great, but this is one time where I feel like the film is better than the movie. Stanley Kubrick.
Than the movie?
Oh, fuck me, man. I
don't know why
speak.
I'm being like a grammar Nazi, and I
the film is better than the book. Stanley Kubrick just made it a lot darker. He made all of the story more nuanced, I felt like, and Stephen King's was very cut and dry, made Jack seem like he's a good dude that's just a drunk, whereas Stanley Kubrick's is Jack isn't a good dude. Jack was never a good dude, and Jack just got to act out on his horrible behaviors in the hotel. I love that. I love how dark it is. Okay,
it's pretty twisted.
So off of The Shining. Did you have something else?
What, for greatest movie of all time? Nah, I'm gonna stick with T2.
T2. Okay, I'm sticking with the first Wayne's World.
It's wicked. It's wicked.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the first Wayne's World.
Come with me if you want to live.
Zang.
So it's real. So what was the since you were apparently started a transition into talking about shaving your beard hair off?
Oh, I did. I was thinking the other day, and I was like, you know what? I never talked to Dags about like really super heavy philosophical things, and this isn't actually philosophical. This is pretty superficial. Would you ever consider getting plastic surgery? Is there something that you feel like I want to get done, or I'm self-conscious enough about that I would get something done?
Does like skin tag removal count?
Because
I got a few like right through here that I would like to get removed.
I think that's like more dermatological,
So
if that's the correct word.
Are you talking like more like actual like reshape my nose or something like that? Or
yeah, I'm talking more like, man, I'm ugly. I wish I could artificially fix it.
Okay, I thought you meant like more like is there is there something on you that you don't like that you'd like to change, like because like it's not supposed to be there or something like that? So you mean like more like, dude, if you could make yourself more handsomer, would you do it?
Right. Yeah, very superficial. You're looking at it from a I need this basis versus I'm looking at it from a I don't need this at all, but I'm tired of looking at myself. I probably should fix it.
I guess I wish I could make my hands bigger so I could like play better guitar.
I don't know if
I don't think I'd change anything, man.
I don't know if plastic surgery is there.
It would be cool though, right? If I could like just like extend like my
that would be pretty sweet.
Like this part would like extend out like another inch, and I could just like super choke something. Like,
You're like the really lame version of Wolverine. It just goes ha.
Yeah, it's like my palm just gets bigger and like ha. I can hold a bigger cup. Give me that bucket. I'll drink from that. That's stupid.
I'm so ready for 7-Eleven Day.
Give me the big gulp.
Give me the super big gulp.
Right.
No, if I got anything, because you brought that up, I have no chin. I have to keep a beard to give myself the appearance of a chin. If this wasn't here, it literally just goes slope. I've always joked and said the person that got their jaw removed because they had mouth cancer is the only person on earth that I feel like has less of a chin than me. And that's not obviously factual. There are people who have far less chin than me, so I kind of just use that as a worst case comparison, which is very cruel. But yeah, I would probably get a chin implant. I mean, if
like
it would be cool.
Like just like
Jay Leno, man. I'm going for it.
Like, did you ever watch The Fairly Odd Parents when you was a kid?
Oh, the Crimson Chin, baby.
The Crimson Chin. Like,
dude, I know this girl. I highly doubt I would ever see this person ever again, and if I did, I'm sorry. This is very mean. She had a very big chin, so much so that I always called her the Crimson Chin. And man,
I think everybody knew somebody with a big chin that they called Crimson, because I'm pretty sure that when I was in high school, there was people we called Crimson Chin too. I can't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure we did that. Like,
if I ever see you again, I hope I didn't bring up some really awful memories. But it was there. Like, how could you not?
He's like, I feel like I can say this because I just told you that I don't have one, so I gave you my inferiority.
Yeah.
And now I
to
put myself
your
out
superiority.
There. So if you feel bad, just make fun of Josh's chin. You're okay. Now we're
just poke fun at the fact that I have no chin. I can't see without glasses. I got all sorts of problems you can poke fun at.
Like literally, like I can't legally drive without these things.
Same. That was my last license, man. I had to actually notate that I have to wear glasses because I couldn't read the shit on the thing you put your face into. It's the first time I've ever not been able to read it without my glasses.
That's amazing.
Like, couldn't make out a letter. I was like, holy shit, my vision sucks. Like, it's so bad.
They were like,
but no.
They were like, read the bottom line. You're like, nah.
I can't. Bitch, I can't read the top line.
Is it cursive?
Is it a number? They're all letters.
You're just like...
Yeah, hold on. I can do that real quick. Let me put these bad boys on.
You're just like,
oh yeah, that's what it is.
I'm sorry. Don't do Sanskrit. I can't really. You're like, sir, that's a T, and you're like, yeah, right, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. But I don't think you're allowed to give me hints. I'm pretty sure I have to figure it out on my own.
I knew that. I was just making sure you knew that. You know.
Right. I think we've pretty well covered.
Welcome.
Oh well, I think the fact that we're on for probably more than 5 minutes overstays our welcome sometimes.
That's true, man.
We appreciate
we're both personalities. That's for damn sure.
We appreciate the people who participated. That was really great. Appreciate your questions. Sorry we missed them if
stupid.
on time. But we got around to them. Were there any other ones that were there, or did we cover them all?
We covered all of them. I just, I
Cool.
get on here and I get all nervous and my tongue gets all twisted and then I don't talk no good,
That's okay. Why use lot word when few word do trick?
That's what I'm saying. What do now?
What do now? Just talk.
Oh, yeah. So, I did it yesterday, so I got to ask you today. We got to take turns.
What?
I'm ready to wrap this up, but I want to close it with this from now on. I didn't even talk to you about this. I'm just making this the new closer. So, is there anything you hate you want to talk about? Because you know what time it is.
I do know what time it is. Ooh, yes, I do. But we don't have the echo effect, so we're just going to have to make do with what we can.
I'm working on it.
So, shit, I fucking hate.
Hey.
And that would be potholes.
Ooh.
I'm going to go just straight up potholes. I just had to drop so much money into my car to get tires because I blew one out the other week.
So straight up,
West
Virginia fix our potholes.
Oh, dude. This thing was a fucking pond, by the way. It was pouring the water so you couldn't see it. Hit it. My sidewall blew out. I have low-profile tires. That sucked. So those were expensive. Had to get a front-end alignment. That sucked. That was expensive. Turns out my brake pads were close to metal on metal. Had to replace those. That sucked. Those were expensive. So it just, man, it was like it was one thing after another, and the dude was like, "Hey, look at this hole right here. It kind of looks like Josh's anus. Let me take this." God damn it! God. It just kept going. But yeah, that's what I hate. Potholes. West Virginia, fix your shit. Quit making me yell about it on a podcast.
All right. Cue in the outro. We'll try it again another day this week.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I totally started this out with saying that we'd have cool news at the end.
Oh,
I'm glad you said that.
You just ruined my exit. I had the music going. Now I just gotta. You just killed it.
I'm so sorry. Here in the coming weeks, we're gonna start bringing on some guests.
Yeah, if everything works out, I don't want to.
Some really.
Let's not
really
name drop
cool
just in case shit don't happen.
No. We're not going to. We're in the process of working out 3 really cool ones that we really look forward to. We think you guys will also dig. That was sweet.
Good. It's gonna be real good.
I think, about 3 or 4 that I know of off the top of my head, and then I still need to contact some other people. But we do have 3 of them written confirmations that they're absolutely available and wanting to do it. Just need to work it out with their schedule, which thankfully we're in quarantine, so that should be pretty wide open.
Sounds pretty good. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some celebrities one day.
Yeah.
Get Stone Cold Steve Austin. They come down here. They got a couple promos for us.
I don't know if we're gonna get that famous, but
I just wanted to.
yeah,
take a
we
shot
are
at
gonna
screaming like Stone Cold while I had a camera in my face.
We are gonna have people. We're gonna have some really cool guests that are not just like me and Dag's level of cool,
Weird.
Actually cool people.
We're gonna see if they can make us cool.
Yeah, some famous, popular people. So that'll be cool, man.
I don't even care if you're famous, just cool and help make us cool.
Stay tuned for that. Go follow and like the Facebook page. I think we still have a Twitter. I don't know, actually, because I'm Twitterless. Dags usually handles that.
I've not been on Twitter for a minute. Except
like this video if you like this video. Dislike this video if you dislike this video. Make fun of us. That only fuels us and makes us stronger.
Feels just like Gatorade.
It's ready. Okay. So Go ahead, cue the outro. Everybody, thanks for watching, keeping up with it. Keep it floppy.
I still hate that.
It's still my favorite.